Okay. The lighting here is kind of dark. It's kind of cool though. I like it. There's some light right here. This is the porch light. Oh, if I turn around like this. Hey. Welcome. 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 This is the new channel. And I'm getting better. I'm getting better. If you look down here, I got my yoga mat. Got that from a special someone. It's actually her birthday today. I really would like to talk with her and wish her a happy birthday, and or even send her a card. Like, she sent me a card for my birthday. She remembered. I don't advertise. Oh yeah, and I didn't need no yoga mat. Plus, this ain't even a yoga mat. This is actually like a gym mat. Everlast. I mean, so this is me looking up, laying down, looking at the stars. But the yoga mat's good because you want a real flat, kind of firm surface when you're doing your spinal, I guess, extensions, contractions. Oh, that's the dog. Oh, Vicky! So I decided today, well, last night, I was like, man, I gotta take these shoes off, and like I had these socks on for a while, so I was like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to wash my feet. But I couldn't do it right away, so I was like, oh, this is kind of weird. And I realized, man, I could use some sand. Oh, sand. I'm mixing the two words together. Um, Hand sanitizer, and it's Perel, but it's like the natural one. I paid a little bit extra just to get corn alcohol in it, or something like that. It's weird, but it has weird, instead of like aloe vera, which is a popular one, they'll add um, oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting kind of off subject. I'm just trying to cram in all of these little things that I do. So the yoga mat. Oh, I got this thing. I don't know if you've seen it. It's one of those myofascial release things. I got like a bunch of these. I was like, oh, this is cool, and it was cheap, like $1 or something. So I bought like 3, 4 of them. Gave a couple away here and there, and that's like a steal. So it's so weird. You could buy like the littlest, most uh, simple. The light's weird on my nose. Don't make fun of my nose, nobody. People have, it's just the nature of experience. This is what my eyes is seeing. Oh, I went on a little trip over to, I think it's a couple, or maybe, yeah, at least a couple towns over, just so I can get some of this organic tobacco. I found this liquor store that sells them for like $11.50, which is hella cheap. If you're from the East Bay. In the San Francisco Bay. San Francisco, Oakland. Yeah, I'm further up north. No, I'm not in Oregon. Nor do I want to be. Man, it's going deep left. You know, it's like the world is giving people a reason to get mad and do some fucked up shit, man. Fucked up shit. And we are in some awkward times. Like everything's flipping. I don't know if you could hear me. I'm trying to talk right into the phone. Even 90% of tobacco is genetically modified. And they tax the fuck out of it. When you just roll it into a cigarette or you make it into a cigar, you're trying to say, man, it's heavily regulated. Heavily. I did find a company in Connecticut. Yeah, by the leaves, it's like agricultural or something. You know, it's just a plant, just leaf. Actually, I think that's what it's called. Just leaves. You know, I am trying to project all of my council members. I've talked lightly about, you know, the way I have these spiritual council members. Each of them is controversial, especially the ones been done killed, you know, assassinated. You got the regulars in there like Gandhi and MLK, JFK. All those guys got shot. Well, yeah, I think, yeah. I don't know too much about Gandhi's. I know he got shot. I know he got killed. That's for sure. I don't know the details or who done it. Thing. Nor do I care to know. I would prefer to. I know he had an ending point just like anyone else, but the major influences on me is he literally overcame a foreign apartheid. That's probably why Mandela's on the team. So this, the spiritual council, it all started with people that have broken conformity. You know, I never did add Earl Nightingale, which was very influential on me. I mean, he did the first gold record, The Strangest Secret. Yeah, it was strange. But it'll get you. I mean, once you get a taste for self-improvement, it's like you want the next best thing, and, you know, hopefully for free, but you get what you pay for. I try to exchange knowledge, you know, earn it. Earned, yeah, gotta say. Knowledge is more valuable than any kind of currency. You know that, right? But it's the specialized knowledge that is gonna, I mean, very specialized. You get into doing more than 5 things at a time and you become incoherent. So, and I'm upwards to like the attention deficit disorder operation of life, which is fun. I mean, everyone else thinks you're kind of stupid or slow, but you don't care. The subjection, you know. Man, I tried to talk to a doctor, like a doctor, you know, because I don't think that I was autistic, but then I was hearing that. I don't know if anyone wants to diagnose me. I'm open to edification. I was watching I was watching one of these new guys. You can look him up. He's public. John Lennon. John Lennon is on the council. You'll kind of see a string of influence. but it'll throw you off because I got Andrew Carnegie on the team, you know. Oh no, not any other bankers. Oh, he was a steel magnate. Richest man in the world at one time. Yeah, very controversial. I think he was part of a ring that actually flooded a valley and killed people. I follow my intuition. I'm like, I think I'm receiving, little nudges, and of course I was influenced by Andrew Carnegie, by Napoleon Hill, his work, because his work was with Carnegie. I mean, Carnegie basically commissioned that book. Beautiful story. I mean, oh, that's the motion sensor light. I installed some motion sensor lights over here. Move around, Vicky. Vicky's always here by my side, see? I know, you can't see. Oh, I gotta get close to this. Get up, go over there, go. Get, because she can go over there. She doesn't know if I point. She didn't look at my hand. Oh. So, in my daily regimen, I use a fair amount of cannabis. I just got into some sort of new strain, some sort of kush. Some pretty powerful stuff. But I'm all burnt out because I've been using this concentrated hash, which is really good, actually. Yeah. Okay, I'm TMI, right? So there's Vicky. Where are you, girl? What are we looking at here? Oh, that's my foot. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty basic patio. We got some bins over there. Actually, I got some bins over here. I don't know if you can see them. They're nice little white Blanco lounge chairs. Oh, I hope my face is acceptable for your enjoyment. I hope you can hear me. I thought about putting my headphones in. So we could probably demonstrate this. So it's a handled myofascial tool, and you're just looking for the sore spot. Look for sore spots. You can look them up. I actually downloaded an app. You could download all kinds of apps, but this one was trigger point therapy, and trigger points I guess it's where energy tends to bundle up. I'm always interested. Is it the muscle? Is it near the bone? Is it a nerve? What is it really, And man, I've been studying fascia for, well, not intensively, but including it in the area of my research. And then I ran into Dr. Jerry Tennant. He's like an ophthalmologist who was heavily did some major research in LASIK, and he's like probably one of the foremost experts on LASIK surgery. I think he developed the techniques, a lot of the techniques, or he had a big part of it, whatever. And I ran into him because he's talking about healing and the voltage for healing. Duh, why not, I think we get kind of confused with the biochemical energy system of the human body, because it's not like we run on volts, right? Or You know, they don't measure our work in amps and things like that. We're kinetic energy, so, and potential. You know, we can go from point A to B with our feet on the ground, or in the myriad of new technological ways. I mean, how about that? The invention of the wheel. That was a big one. We take those things for granted. Man, there's wheels everywhere now. I can just look all around me. We take those things, when things really work, we just forget about them. We don't even think about them. It's kind of like subconscious, you know. No, I don't think anyone's going around thinking wheels ever. I really want to just take my face out of this. I just want to talk. And, so I'm thinking, you know, the fascia is the connective tissue between all tissues, so, and it's everywhere. And to greater degrees, you know, like this, I mean, it just fades in and fades out of things. I don't really like to think, I mean, because everyone knows about animals, you know, and just if you ate a burger or something, you know what it is. And it's muscle tissue from the animal, primarily, hopefully. I touched on the psoas. That's going to be the filet mignon from part of my French. Come on, I'm on tangents. I'm talking, but I'm not really saying anything. I guess it's kind of like a Seinfeld episode. And I'm not your regular character. Yeah, I'm looking pretty rough. I'm going wild with the hair, full Tarzan, and it's only been a couple years, so. But I could feel my energy around it. Oh man, it's so much more, you know, hassle, but, you know, that's what I got. You take care of what you got, and you do what you can. I've been saying, you just do what you can. It's some Henry Ford stuff. It's all in Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. That's one of the 20th best-selling books of all time. You know, it's up there with the ranks. Well, I haven't looked at the book rankings lately. Very influential book. But you also learn in that book, in the final chapters, about the Sixth Sense, and he even tells how he began interacting with his imagination in such a way that it began to become, and he would visit with this council in his mind, in his meditation, or it's in his thought exercises or whatever, and it got to the point, and he learned about each of these individuals through careful study, and, you know, he said he could literally see Abraham Lincoln walking around in his head, you know, just the way he knew he would, and he would consult with them and have counsel, I suppose. He had some really old ones. I think, you know, things like people like Emerson, and yeah, and he just started, I guess he would just add them to his council, because I think one of them guys was Elbid, some Hubbard guy. Anyways, man, that guy got it bad because he was on the Lusitania. I don't know. I was going to bring up Henry Ford, you know, because he was... I wonder why Henry Ford wasn't on the Lusitania. Yeah, or maybe... I don't know, but you know, the Lusitania was pretty much a protest of Russian threat, not Russian, German threats. The Germans said, no one come through here, we got U-boats, you know, underwater boats. I think, I don't know how I even know that, but yeah, I'm thinking they're subs or something, and sure enough, I think this cruise ship, it was a cruise ship called the Lusitania. Apparently that's how the US got involved with World War I. Man, they should have never went up in there. A lot of people died. And that Hubbard guy, he had a volume of books. It was like a 12 volume set, but they were like these little books, and this is what he sold. I never seen his materials. Like I was saying, you know, more of my council members are from, you know, more or less recent. A lot of I've been adding people as they die. We met Dr. Wayne Dyer, Louise Hay. Man, they automatic on the team. I mean, as soon as I heard, I was like, ooh wee, I'm gonna. You know, I constantly try to balance out. I may have mentioned before I did work with Robin Williams. I tell people it's some weird stuff, but in my mind it happened, and I'll never forget it. And I gotta say that I was a reluctant student of, of Robin Williams, because a reluctant student is kind of ignorant, or like just, I don't care about him. That's basically, well, and it was, you know, it's like 4 and 5-year-olds watch cartoons and stuff, and Mork and Mindy was on, so you know, I got to watch it because everyone, the adults, was watching it or something. Have I said anything of importance? I did want to concentrate. I mean, all of my and I don't use all of these things all of the time. They come in and out. I mean, I have a frequency generation. It's a type of Hulda Clark design. She of course wrote the cures for cancer and put together a whole natural regimen. I think everyone should know about it, right? It was written in the 70s. The 70s. So, yeah, I'm whispering. You get killed. Of course, on the council, we got a couple of people that died in jail. So, I mean, you could do a search for notable people who died in jail. Most recently, I think it would be Kenneth Lay. Oh, no. Most recently, but, you know, I kind of don't think he's dead, kind of thing. I think it was a jailbreak. You know, and the fucking craziest fucking thing is that El Chapo is in that same jail. I don't know if you know about El Chapo, but when he got arrested, I read about this in the paper. It was fresh to me. I had not heard it from anyone else. I just happened to be looking at the newspaper, and I started reading, and apparently 100 paramilitary assassins stormed the jail and busted his ass out. That shit was, I'm like thinking, SEAL team, I'm thinking Delta Force, I'm thinking, what was that one with Alcatraz, The Rock or something? Man, it was like, wow. Man, they must have been getting paid too, because 100 of them didn't make it back. It was fierce fighting. Yeah. And it was like El Chapo's out. Oh, man. Now, see, they ain't... I'm thinking Epstein and El Chapo was in there chopping it up. And Epstein talked to him and was like, hey, you got out the first time, watch this. So I don't know if you saw some of the news today, but I don't have regular source. I don't have your regular sources. But apparently, Epstein, in his work area of his, I think it was in Manhattan. It could have been, it may have been on Pedophile Island. I didn't get clear on that, but I'm thinking it was a work area of his Manhattan property, and then he got from Les Wexner and the L Brands guy. Actually, I have suspect underwear on and fucking L Brands. I got a whole bunch of that. Those underwears from my girlfriend. Well, my previous girl. Oh, my last girl. I've been kind of toiling. What do I call her? I figure I'd just call her my girlfriend. She's still my friend. I got nothing against her. You can call me anytime. She don't want to talk, that's fine too. I mean, anytime we talk anyways, I'm doing my philosophical stuff, and she's working real hard to trigger me the whole time, and I got some tolerance. Boy. If you get into the esoteric teachings and stuff, you run across this thing called the twin flame, and it's not always good, Apparently, I started learning a lot about that when throughout this relationship. It spanned over dang near 2 years. I think it was like a year and 9 months. Oh man, it was a struggle to love. And you know what? I follow my intuition. I'm like, okay, I was not expecting it. But I was surrendered. I surrendered to it. And it had some really good parts to the story. But kind of a daily struggle. Kind of like, And we're both, well, I'm an admitted narcissist. But, don't get me out of context, because that's what you do when you recover from narcissism. And then, but you never give up the idea that you were that, and that you overcame that. Man, I had to grow up. I grew up, But it facilitated a very cathartic learning process. If my British is proper enough. I say process. Right? Word processor. So, okay, I got about a half hour of, I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. Talk. I know it's not family friendly with all these cuss words, but I'm just talking. Man, I really love that Juan Lennon video. I seen a few of his today. Actually, he was on a live feed on YouTube, a live stream, And man, I got on there and he was selling crystal jewelry. I was like, man, where you come up with that? Because that's what me and that's what Annette, my previous girl, or my last girl. Look at me. It'll probably be the last girl of my life. Well, maybe when I get in my older years, when everyone else look like me. But I think I am kind of. I don't look too old, right? I'm in my 40s. Yeah, I've been doing Napoleon Hill's thing where he's been going backwards for a certain amount of time. So I know when I turned 30, 34, I decided, you know what? I'm going to turn 33. I'm going to be 33 again. And next year, I'll be 32. And the next year, I'll be 30. One and so forth. And I've been doing that for a number of years to the point where I just turned 24 again. That's weird thing. I don't know. I never knew the guy. I'd never been to this particular store before. So when I went in there, I was just looking for some tobacco. They had it. I was like, cool. It's pricey. It was more than $11.50. I'll tell you that. I don't think I'll ever find $11.50 anymore. It's just $11.50 for an ounce of organic, natural American spirit tobacco. It's for the healing. I'm mumbling because, man, it's sure to start a conversation. I got in a conversation with a woman at my spiritual center in Oakland, and I told her I use tobacco, I use it medicinally, and boy did she get on me, because she practiced emotional freedom techniques. That's a modality I've been using. I use it dang near every day since 2006 when I learned it. That's a long time. It's what you call, you kind of put it into your emotional release technique kind of work belt, and like I was saying with my stuff earlier, I got all that stuff. It's ready to be used, but I don't use it all the time. You use the right tool for the situation. So like I just pulled this myofascial release trigger device from my van where I don't use it. I got a couple of them. I think I had an extra one, so I could probably give one away. It's not really shippable because it's I guess it is shippable. I could put it in an envelope, put like hand cancel on it. It's only $1. I mean, it costs more just to ship it. It would cost a whole lot less for me than for me to walk it to wherever it's going. Hell, you can't even catch the bus for $2 anymore. A cup of coffee, and I get a short coffee at Starbucks is like $2.05. That's as short as like an 8-ounce cup. You got the 8-ounce cup, and then tall is like 12. Let me clarify these for you. And then you got a venti. I learned that in one of those movies. A venti in Italian or something like that is 20. So it's a 20 ounce. And then they came out with this Trenta size. It's 30. So dang near a quart. 32 ounce. It's big for a Starbucks. I've gotten a 32 ounce smoothie, I think. I would get the most expensive one because it would be free because of the rewards program. I was just touching on that rewards program. Man, they got me hooked on that. I've made a I would say I put forth some exaggerated effort just to get over there so I could get I'm kind of doing a star dash, so you get like 5 days and you to make 5 purchases, and then you get like, I think it's like 150 stars. 150 stars is like 3 cups of coffee, so that's like $6, right? Man, I feel like I have saved thousands of dollars at this place. I mean, it really suits me. I can't say that I'm good for their business plan, but I've attached myself to their system, of course benefiting them because they're getting they're making revenue. But just like, man, coffee's an expensive habit. I mean, even if you're doing Folgers, that's like, man, those things ain't cheap anymore. Man, I love it when you got like 2 for $5. I could be wrong, man. Maybe I'm tripping, but I'd buy 2 if it was 2 for $5. Now you're lucky if no, you don't even find them for what am I talking about? I'm talking about the Folgers. It's kind of like the half size plastic container, not like the full size one or the extra size one. We're just talking about the kind of the short, normal, basic, regular size. I guess it's not a mini size. Anyways, it used to be like $5, and then now it just spiked. It's like, you're lucky to get it for $8. And then I think for one person that'll last 2 weeks. That's good. You're spending what are you spending? $8 on coffee every 2 weeks. Of course, you gotta make it yourself, and then you gotta pay for your condiments, and if you use any kind of cream or something. I like cream. I want it with the sugar and everything. But lately, well, when I came to this new magical place that I manifested, I literally prayed to God, and I was like, can I get a house? And I can't pay rent. Man, I'm maxed out, bro. Just today, I'm maxed. I got a bill tomorrow. I can't pay it. No, I got 2 bills tomorrow. I can't pay them. And then the next day, I got another bill. Can't pay that. And then, so as soon as you late payment, you can't use the credit card anymore. But that's all right, because they barely got $100 on them or something like that, or less. $100 left, man.